Man in wrestling right here. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. It ain't no doubt. It ain't no doubt. Flair, bring that old cashmere coat out here.
Can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, can dance all night long.
Yo, what's good? What's good with y'all, man? What a great week for fighting, though, man. Professional fighting leagues, from boxing and UFC, man. What a great time to be, a fighting fan. Um, Let me say that at first, most, but man, Crawford, you him. I need to respect you more because what you did, you gutted him. You say you was going big, big fish hunting, and you did that. You gutted him, you filleted him. Like, he only won one round, man, but Errol Spence was definitely reaching, overextending himself, throwing one punches at a time. It didn't look like Errol Spence. I thought I was watching an amateur fight a professional, man. It looked bad. You know what I mean? And I'm glad they embraced each other after the fight. And, you know what I mean? He told him, man, he was the better man. It takes a real man to tell another man, you was the better man, did that. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. You know what I mean? That great fight right there, man. It was a great one-sided fight. Let me say that. It was a great one-sided fight. And you know what I mean? It's also had some great UFC fights. Dustin Poirier. God damn. That head kick you took, man, I know you feel it today. You know what I mean? He's been a gatekeeper for a long time, man. I don't see him having having any more, taking any more fights. I think he might have another 2 fights in him, but he's gonna be a gatekeeper at that, at that weight, the weight division. Do you really want to do that? You had plenty of opportunities to send yourself to get a title, and every time he chokes. You know what I mean? Him and Max Holloway in the same kind of space, right? Max gets to them. He does great in regular fights, but when it comes to a title fight lately, he's been choking up. But Max had a belt 145 for a little bit, but you know what I mean. Right now, they're just not champion category. You know what I mean? Fighters right now. And look who I got today. The man, the legend, the Yankee lover.
The what lover?
Yankee lover. You know the Yankees. The Yankees got the Orioles glizzy in their mouth right now. You're at the bottom. You're at the bottom.
Bro.
You're at the bottom. But man, I'm just talking about UFC right now. Some great UFC fights happened over the weekend, and you know what I mean. I felt like I think Dustin Poirier is over with, man. I don't think he's a contender. I think he's gonna be a gatekeeper. He's not gonna really contend for the belt. What's your thoughts about that?
Wait, what you say about that?
UFC 291. I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
Dustin Poirier.
I didn't really. I mean, I caught the tail end of like the fight because I was watching the boxing match. But I did see that knockout. That Justin Gaethje gave Dustin, but yeah, I mean it was a good card, man. But I don't really have much to say because I didn't really watch all the cards because I had my eyes on that boxing match. But yeah, it was a good card. I mean,
all right. Let me go there. Let me go that way with you then.
I mean, we can talk about Justin. So what was the question again about the UFC?
Do you think Justin? Do you think Justin? I mean, Dustin Poirier can get to the title position for that lightweight belt. I think he's just right now.
I think he's like a couple fights away, bro.
I think he's like a bridge fighter right now. You know what I mean? Anybody that's trying to get top 10, they should have to fight him to move up. Because we've seen it, man. Him getting close to a title, or this is I think it was a BMF belt or something like that. But him trying to contend, he doesn't show up.
Yeah, I mean, but his last fight before Justin was with the Conor fight, right? When
Conor
that's broke his leg.
Yeah.
That was his last fight. I mean, Dustin, I like him, man. That's a fighter that I used to hate, but I've grown respect for. And I think that he can. I mean, like you said, I think he's a bridge fighter. I think that he's like a step or like a couple fights away from being in contention for a belt. We'll see if Conor comes back. I mean, I know that. I think Dylan Reed, my boy, he's on Big Three podcast. He said that. I mean, prior to the Ultimate Fighter, I mean, they were supposed to fight Conor and Michael Chandler was supposed to fight, but then again, I think Conor. I think UFC has a rule where you have to like take drug tests for like 6 months, be in that test pool for like 6 months, and I think he's on steroids. So I mean, like I don't know if you've seen Conor. Like he used to be a stick, he used to be skinny, and now he got like really really buff. So, and I think his pisses is probably gonna be burning because like he's on steroids. But so I think the fight got called off though because of that. So Conor might be in the title mix if he gets back, but we'll see.
Yeah, man, we just definitely got to see what's going to happen. It's a lot of things going on right now, and the UFC, and you know what I mean. Derek Lewis not flying knee was crazy. Somebody be almost 300 pounds to do a flying knee and hurt a man like that. And
you see, I didn't catch that fight, but I saw what happened though, and you know, Derek Lewis, he's a very very entertaining dude, man. My balls sweaty, man.
Yeah, he said, man, what he said? He said, man, he said, babe, I hope you know when I get home, busting them guts.
Wait, you said on live TV?
Yeah, he said that shit on that live TV. He said, yo, hope you know when I come home, babe, I'm busting them guts.
Oh, yo.
That shit is legendary. Like, that is,
he's a G, man.
Like, he's legendary. I appreciate him.
So who's your favorite fighter, man, UFC? Like, who do you like support or who do you like?
My favorite is John Jones.
I like John Jones.
I think John Jones, GSP.
That's gonna be a good fight. I think
GSP.
I think Stipe's fighting John Jones. I think in September.
I just worry about that fight, right?
Right.
Stipe didn't look like Stipe no more. You know what I mean? You already seen what Francis Ngannou did to him. He took him down with ease. You know what I mean? And he's not. You know, he took Game down. He beat Game. You know what I mean? So I think it's that vision is empty, man. I think John's probably gonna, if he beats him, he's gonna retire, man. Because what else does he have to prove? But I like GSP. I was a big John Finch fan. He was like a bridge fighter too. He could never get past GSP. You know, I liked it a couple fighters back in my day, but UFC was definitely a great card. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, both boxing and UFC were definitely.
I've never seen something like that. Yeah, have a prime time fight. Mm-hmm. And that to be on, I think UFC still did a good, you know what I mean, good numbers pay-per-view wise.
Yeah, I mean that's rare to say, like where you have a night where both boxing and UFC have great cards. You know, with the Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, and they got the freaking headline of. See, I was gonna go out. I was gonna go to a bar because I don't want to pay like $84 for. Because I was gonna either pay for either or. So I was gonna go out, but the bar I was gonna go to had a cover charge. Like, I don't want to pay all that and go out and everything. So I just got the fight at home, the boxing fight, and it was worth it, man. I mean, it wasn't slow at all. It was, you know, constant, you know, punching, constant, you know, ducking.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I mean? The title is the title. A prime Mayweather or Crawford in the fight. Who do you think is winning that?
Just, like in boxing, right?
This boxing. A prime Mayweather or Crawford. This Crawford right now. Both at the same age. Who do you think is winning?
Well, how old is Crawford? Like 30 something?
He's like 35, I think, like 35, 36, somewhere around there.
Man, that's a good one because, like, I mean, Mayweather will wear you down, man. I feel like in the first couple of rounds, I feel like Mayweather will kind of fill Terrence Crawford out, and I feel like Terrence will do the same thing. As terms of, I don't know. That's a good question, man. I think that Mayweather's gonna win, man, but it's gonna be real close, bro.
I don't, man.
But from what I've seen with the Earl Spence fight, like them jabs, man,
it's different when a man got power in both hands. Like that's like that right there is dangerous. A man that had power in both hands and can switch stance from orthodox to southpaw. That's dangerous right there. Floyd, I don't think Floyd ever seen nothing like that.
That would be a good fight. I don't know if they can. I don't think they can. I think Mayweather retired, so I don't think he gets. He's gonna
No. He ain't gonna fight no young buck like that, man. Yeah. He ain't touching on like that. 50, almost 50. He ain't gonna touch on like that. But
so are you saying like just a real boxing match or like an exhibition?
I mean like a real boxing match.
Records do count.
Records do count.
Man, I don't know. I would like to say Terrence Crawford because he has knockout power. I mean, they both kind of do, Mayweather, but I feel like Terrence Crawford is a more powerful puncher, and Mayweather is a more strategic boxer where he will kind of like fill you out, duck you, kind of like make you tired. I mean, it'll be a good fight. But I'm going Mayweather just by a little bit because I'll go with more of the strategic boxer because I feel like Terrence will miss half of his power punches because his head movement, his body movement, his footwork. But it'll be a good one, man. I mean, I'll definitely pay pay-per-view to see that, man.
Like I think it would not be. I think he would get hurt. I think that'd be like the first. If that could happen, it was at both at the same age. I think Floyd would get hurt because his jab is so powerful, and even when Zap, he stunned him. Like somebody with power like that, Crawford. I think he would get knocked down. Floyd might win, but he would get knocked down a little bit.
Right.
But let's move along, man. How do you feel?
I mean, you said you'd beat Mayweather in a UFC boxing match.
Yeah, I definitely would tear Floyd up, man. He had to bring his bodyguards. That's how bad it would be.
Man,
you know what I mean? I just keep it real, man.
Man, his bodyguards will get you before Mayweather does, man.
His bodyguards had to get me, man, because I would tear him up. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, let's get on some news, man. In the NFL, Zeke, he visited New England. You know what I mean? I think we do need. I like Pierre Strong. I like Calvin Harris, but I think we need another solid running back. And I think Zeke could give it to us in a short down situations like at the goal line. You need like 2 yards, 5 yards, maybe like 2 yards short, be like a short yardage back. I think he can do that. It all depends on Zeke, what kind of contract he wants. You know what I mean? We ain't giving him a 3-year deal, but if you want to take it like a 1-year deal, but think about the title, think about the storyline. Zeke going against Dallas, because we played Dallas this year. Mm-hmm. That would be a big game. You know what I mean? That would be a big game. But what's your thoughts about Zeke trying to come to the AFC, man?
I think it's a good move. I think definitely Ezekiel Elliott that's definitely a Bill Belichick move. Ezekiel is still a power back, running back. He can still
and he still can block.
Yeah, he's one of those backs who can catch the ball in the backfield, be a receiver if Mac Jones needs one. But I don't know. Is Mac Jones the right quarterback for Ezekiel Elliott, man? I don't know, man.
You know what I mean? I think he still can. I think he could be all right, man. I think Zeke could be all right, man. I think in the right situation, like I said, like I keep on saying, the right situation. But at the right situation, you know what I mean, where you don't ask for a lot.
Imagine that Miami gets I'm sorry. The Jets get Dalvin Cook possibly, and Patriots get Ezekiel Elliott. They got 2 power backs in the AFC East.
I don't think Cook is a power back. I think he's like a finesse back. You know what I mean?
I think he's elusive back.
Elusive back. Like he could. You know what I mean? I think he would be perfect for the Miami Dolphins. But it all depends what kind of money he asking for.
Bills need a running back too because Hines is out too. I'm surprised Ezekiel ain't visiting the Bills with being with Josh Allen.
They already got Damian Harris, so
that's only one running back.
I'm saying he's kind of like Zeke minus the hands. You know what I mean? He can't catch nothing, but he can block and run the ball pretty solid. But he's always hurt though. Yeah. He ain't gonna give me no 16 games. But
yeah, I mean, but that's definitely a Bill Belichick move is to get Ezekiel. I mean, that would definitely make the division more interesting with him in the division. With obviously you have the Jets with Breece Hall, but hopefully they get Dalvin Cook. I mean, obviously he'd like to visit in New York, and then like Mostert in Miami. So that'll shake up the that like make it interesting with that running back signing.
It definitely would, man. I'm really interested to see how the first game is going to play out. With the Jets in Cleveland on Thursday, I'm interested to see that.
Preseason, me and go see the sport, but it's football.
It's still football. You know what I mean? I'm not watching Canadian. Everybody get a 15-year-old head start. I might as well watch arena football. You know what I mean?
I know. We're probably gonna see Zach Wilson. He probably ain't gonna. Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna be playing.
Aaron Rodgers definitely not playing. He's definitely not. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't play no preseason at all.
No, I mean I don't think Lamar should play preseason. I don't think any of the big name players should play preseason. Maybe one snap, maybe at least one drive.
I think Lamar needs to. When the last time he played?
I think it was like week 11 of against the Broncos. I think.
Yeah, that's a long time though. That's a long time for a running back. That's all I got.
Oh, here we go, man. I mean, this is your show. I'll let you freaking talk. It's your show.
You know, man. But yeah, I think Zach gonna have. I think Zach is playing for his life right now. So Zach gonna have to show out preseason because right now they could really pretty much release him if they wanted to. You know what I mean? And he's still in that rookie contract. This might not be for you after that rookie contract, but you gotta still show that you got some kind of talent to stay in the league.
Who Elliott?
Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson.
Oh, Zach Wilson. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a reason why they brought Aaron Rodgers in because I mean, obviously, Zach Wilson couldn't take the media. But hear me out, man. If I mean, I don't think Aaron Rodgers will underperform, but oh my gosh, if he does, man, he's gonna hear from the New York Jets freaking media, man, because that media and shoot, he might go back to California, go in that dark cave, man. But I think he'll do well.
I'm thinking he's going to do well too, man. I think he's going to be all right at the end of the day, but he just got to do what he got to do to keep that job. He got to do what he got to do. But man, it's a lot of stuff going on preseason. I might take a glance at the preseason. But what you think with some training camp battles for the Ravens you're interested to watch?
I'm excited to see the outside linebacker position. On the defense side of the ball. I know we got, Odafe Owe on the one side. We got David Ojabo on the other. He coming back from he had an ACL tear, but he was healthy half the season. He came back halfway through the season last year. Had a good year. I mean, we got rid of Houston, so I mean, there's gonna be a tough battle. But I think Odafe Owe got that left side or right side, and then also you got Tyus Bowser there too. So, but I'm looking at the receiver, man. I mean, I heard that Zay Flowers has been dazzling. His speed. Um, Even Odell Beckham gave him his flowers. No pun intended, because his name is Zay Flowers. Um, but
Whoa.
I didn't think about saying that.
Whoa.
What?
Jordan's trying to come out with a mixtape.
Oh, whoa. Odell giving Zay Flowers, even though his name's Flowers, man. Like,
what's going on? What's going on?
No, but like, definitely with Bateman there, healthy Bateman, that's gonna be a good training camp group to look out for. Obviously, running back, Dobbins is sitting out due to contract issues, but you got Gus Edwards there, Justice Hill, Melvin Gordon there, a veteran running back there. I forgot about Nelson Aguilar. He's in that wide receiver room, but I know he was a former Patriot, so he probably have a lot to say about Aguilar. But
man, I'm telling you, it felt like he put WD-40 on his hands before every game.
But I feel like, I mean, when I heard about Tom Monken, he worked well.
Man, I'm hating y'all Ravens fan. Keep on saying this shit, man. He won the national title in college, but we all know what kind of defense that was. Come on, man. I cannot screw up a big lead if I got a defense like that.
Yeah, but to be fair, that was what McDaniel's first year as a defensive coordinator. So it's his second year and I think he did well.
No, I'm talking about Georgia. I'm talking about the Georgia Bulldogs.
About Georgia. Oh yeah.
You talking about Monken when he was with Georgia? Y'all, a lot of Raven fans. My man Dev. My thoughts, my opinion. My boy Dev. Oh man, Monken's going. Oh, Lamar about to go back to MVP. Hold up. We don't know what it looked like.
And I think Lamar, he's in that MVP conversation.
The NFL game's completely different from college.
I understand that. But I think Lamar with the offense, I think he can be in the MVP conversation out there with Mahomes, Burrows, Allen.
Yeah, anything's possible. Yeah.
Hurts. It's gonna be interesting. I don't what do they base the MVP off of? Like season stats for the MVP.
Yeah, that's season stats, team success. But it's gonna be a great year, man. Because y'all division, the AFC North and the AFC East,
it's competitive, bro.
We're the best division in the AFC. Because we already know with the West. We already know about the West.
AFC East, I would say, if someone were to ask me what's competitive, the North or the East in the AFC, I'll say the North, man. Because the East, I mean, the Bills have owned y'all, man, and it's for the number one in the division, man.
But I'm saying this though.
But I'm saying this year,
you only got two good quarterbacks
in that division. Like, would it be Tua up there? If Tua,
Joe Burrow leads that division. Joe Burrow. You go with Joe Burrow. You go with Deshaun. You gotta go with Deshaun. I'm just saying. Your boy play half a season.
He's gonna walk over Lamar Jackson, man.
I don't think Lamar is a pure passer.
Well, we'll see with these new weapons, man.
He's gonna have to go on.
I mean, Lamar's not a terrible passer, man. Like,
I'm not saying he's a terrible passer, but do you think he would lead the league in passing percentage?
Like this year?
Yeah, you think he can out? All right, let me say this even better. Just say right now, y'all go get behind. Y'all get behind. Y'all get behind, right? In the game. Let's say Kansas City. Y'all get behind Kansas City.
The funny thing is, like, I hate that narrative. Like, well, I get your hypothetical.
Okay.
But normally we don't. I mean, think of the games that we have not been behind. Like we were up on Miami. We were up on the Bills 20-3. So it's not like we can. It's not like we played bad. And I'm not trying to scapegoat Lamar, because Lamar. I was at that game. I was at the Baltimore Miami game, week 3, I think. Then I was at the Giants game when we lost to the Giants. But I mean, we can put up numbers on these good teams, man. It's just like Lamar had a good game against Miami. He had almost a perfect QBR rating that game. I think he broke I think he had like 1,000. Like he passed for a couple yards, and he had like a 1,000 yard passing season. Like he broke the record or whatever. But like think about it, we don't play behind in games. Like it's just our defense, man. Like to be fair, that game. I mean, maybe it's an excuse, maybe not. But think about it, Kyle Hamilton. That was only his second game as a rookie against Miami. It was only his second game as a defensive coordinator for Mike McDaniels. So I want to see a full season of Mike McDaniels at DC. We didn't have Raquan Smith at the time. We played Miami. We didn't have David Ojabo back there, out there. So I mean, so far, this is a training camp where everyone is healthy, 100%. Maybe Dobbins is sitting out. I get that for his contract, but we are, man, maybe other than maybe Dobbins, maybe he might be a little, or Bateman, he just got put on the active list for players. But this is the first season where training camp, we are healthy, man, and that's a good sign. And think about it, I'm stating the fact we were up like 45-16 against Miami. Like that's not on Lamar Jackson, that's on the secondary. So it's not like, but I'm saying, I mean, I'll let you continue because I know you had a question about like if we were behind and Lamar can.
Oh, okay, all right. So y'all behind.
Okay.
It's a 2-minute drill.
Okay.
It's a 2-minute drill. Do you think Lamar can get you into the end zone? Just being a pure passer.
Did you see that?
And it's a QB. It's a QB spy on them. Let's say it's a good defense.
Did you see that game where?
Okay, let me say this. Y'all behind. Y'all playing the 49ers.
We playing the
Bosa's on one side. Hargrave is on one side. Mm-hmm. The defense playing tight. You're gonna have to throw. Do you think Lamar can get you into the end zone?
2-minute, like 2-minute offense.
2-minute offense.
Where are we at on the field?
Let's say you at the. Let's say the 40.
So how many points are we behind though?
Let's say y'all behind.
We'll go touchdown.
Touchdown.
Okay, so 40-yard line down by 7. I mean, if I feel like you can.
I'm saying they blitzing heavy. You got Bosa on one side. He's matching up. He's matching up with Stanley. He's on Stanley's side.
I mean, all I can say is to Nick Bosa is good luck catching Lamar, man. If he runs, man. Lamar can get out of bounds, man. He can run, get out of bounds, fucking throw it. But I mean, did you see that game where we played the Browns like a couple years ago and Lamar came back and threw it to Hollywood Brown and we scored like 2-minute drill? That was when Lamar was taking his shit, but he was cramping up. That was a game where that was a division game, wasn't it? Where Ravens Brown. I mean, I don't know. Think what you think, man. I thought he had a cramp, but
but I'm just saying this though. The narrative is the narrative, right?
Right.
You see, you know what I mean? I'm glad you're on here. You see what these other quarterbacks getting paid, right?
Right.
But they put his set value at what they put it at. Why is that, you think?
Wait, your kind of audio cut out like just right there.
I'm saying they gave him a set amount of that little ass contract. I call it a little ass contract.
Oh, Lamar's contract?
Yeah. So
I mean, 5 years. I mean, he was the highest paid quarterback, and then Herbert got in there.
But 5 years, guaranteed 182. But I'm saying,
I agree. He could have got more if he had that narrative.
I don't think it's the agent. I think they don't have faith in him for the long term.
The 5 years, it's not like it's obviously it will be a big long term. It was like 10-year, but
I don't think they put him in the same class. I think the league as a whole don't put him in the same class of a Patrick Mahomes, a Joe Burrow, a Justin Herbert, a Deshaun Watson.
Even though see, I hate Joe. When people say Joe Burrow, he's been to Super Bowl.
What's a Super Bowl?
But he didn't win the big game. But he was there. I get it. I mean, look at the receivers that he has. Give Lamar those weapons, and it's a wrap. Give me Jamar Chase. Give me T Higgins, man. Give me top. I mean, I would take Andrews over Boyd. Oh, no, he's a receiver, right? Tyler Boyd. I mean, give me Tyler Boyd, man. I mean, give me Tyreek Hill, for 1 year.
But I'm just saying that though, man. I think me also, man, for the battle. I think Duvernay need to get used more.
Yeah, Duvernay, he's more of a special teams guy, like punt kick returns.
I think Duvernay. But I wonder about that secondary. Like I said, I'm not too sure about PP. Williams, whatever his name, PP.
Pepe Williams, man.
Pepe.
Put some respect on that damn name, man.
You know what I mean? Potter Meat. You know what I mean? I don't have. We gonna see this year.
And don't forget, like we signed Kyle Fuller. He got hurt first game of the season. That was one of our slot guys on the cornerback side.
So we definitely going to see, man, what this training camp is, man. I'm liking what we got over there in Titletown. Demario Douglas, he's looking like a good solid receiver for us. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to run that motherfucker ball. You gotta run it to the end. Come on.
Do you have people in the comments? I don't think no comments coming up, man. Are people watching us?
I don't think so. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Nobody think, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna chop it up. But
yeah, I feel you.
But sometimes they hit or miss on podcasting, man. It's definitely a hit or miss. But yeah, I'm excited about this training camp. But man, let's go into before we get out of here, let's go on some college news. How do you feel about your Alabama Crimson Tide this year? Do you think they have enough to contend?
I mean, they always do. They always do, man. They always do. I mean, they're one of the best scouting football teams in the nation, man. Up there with Ohio State, Michigan. Michigan, I think they suspended Jim Harbaugh for like 4 games, right?
Yeah, 4 games. That ain't shit. You know what I mean? People been doing that shit forever. Recruiting violations.
Yeah, one thing that maybe ESPN. I don't want to market other companies, but I mean people ain't talking about the Northwestern team, man, about what they did, man, with their coach, and that's some messed up crap, man.
But I at the end of the day, man, hazing always been a part of football, man. Yeah. I remember, even the high school level, people throwing ranch on people, taking people's towels. The freshmen used to take the freshmen's towels, hide them. You know what I mean? Or you used to wet our towels up and spank them with the towels. Pause. You know what I mean? That's what we used to do as upperclassmen. You know what I mean? It was always a pecking order. You know what I mean? Even though I mean,
some players like that. It's not towel smacking, pause.
Even though I was trash. You know what I mean? I'll be the first one to tell you. This nigga had to play JV. You know me in 5A. I played JV. You know, I had a couple games where I played special teams and got on the field, but that's about it, dog. But it's always a pecking order. I think it also didn't help him, Northwestern head coach, for having a losing record last year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That didn't help. But I'm telling you, if you're winning,
but I heard they had naked car washes and stuff. They would all that.
Yeah,
that's weird as hell, man.
I'm telling you, man, it's not even that. It's
imagine a male player washing your car and balls on your window and shit. Balls.
It don't even help that, yo. It's crazy because the dude was told him write Cinco de Mayo in the Spanish boy's hair. They was just doing some mad racist, crazy shit at Northwestern, right? So at the end of the day, you got all these players coming out, you losing too. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to go, man. That's how it is, man. But I'm interested to see what Colorado look like this year. What Coach Deion
Sanders. Yeah.
They leaving the Pac. They're leaving the Pac-12. The Pac-10. Damn. Pac-10. After this,
might have to edit that part out, man.
You know what I mean? Sometimes even players fuck up. You know what I mean? Leave the Pac after this year, and they go into the Big Ten. You know what I mean? So,
No,
So,
but I think Alabama's gonna be good, man. They're always good. I mean, they're always there, man.
oh damn, they're not even going to the Big 12, motherfucker. God damn. I need
Man,
to. I gotta
man,
leave. I gotta leave.
cut that
I,
part out, man.
I
After the
got. I
show.
gotta leave. I gotta leave that Crown Royal alone. But that's a different story.
Wait, is it, like when are they like when are they doing the expanded playoffs in the college? Is that next year or a couple years from now?
I think that's what I thought it was. I thought they already expanded it.
Well, I think it was like I don't know, man. I don't know.
But man, what's like? Also, man, I'm looking for this SWAC football too. The HBCU football. I'm looking forward to that this year too.
Like what kind of like you said, what football?
SWAC, HBCU football.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I still support my Jackson State Tigers. You know what I mean? My Morgan. You know what I mean? Morgan State. I'm looking forward to that, man. But man, how you feel about this, man? That 9-3 win last night, man. Did you cry? Did you listen to Drake Take Care last night? Did you listen to Take Care, or did you want the weekend? Like that's what I want to know.
I mean, how do you feel about that? What was it 8-3 the night before?
We spent the block, like Drake said. We spent the block. Turn the lights off.
Yeah, I mean, Orioles, man, they're surprising me, man. Because I mean, this is a year where they're doing good. Obviously, what is Judge's like second game back from injury. He
Man,
did
there's no excuses. No excuses.
He did crack a home run against y'all motherfuckers, though, right? Fucking like crush that ball, man.
But it didn't count. It counted, but it did count.
Wait, no, he did. No, he did. He cracked that home run the game we won that shit.
Oh, shit. But man, how long you been what made you want to become a Yankee fan, man?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question because I've always been a video game player. I've played MLB, and I don't know.
Was your name Big J in the video game?
Well, I just did the franchise, so I did. So I did the. So I back in the day, like even like I think so. I used to live in Baltimore. I used to live in Maryland. And like I used to, every time like my dad would get tickets because he used to work for like Frito-Lay and like Aramark and something, get tickets, and we would go to like the games. And Camden Yards, it's one of the top good stadiums. Like if you haven't gone to Camden Yards, beautiful stadium. I know they upgraded the left field wall. They kind of made it bigger.
I haven't been. Yeah, I've been to Ironbird games. I've been to Ironbird games.
Ironbird games I've been to a couple games. Like when because that's an Aberdeen area.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been there, I'm talking to you or the viewers. If we have any,
why you keep on trying to tag me with my viewers, man? I feel like you trying to hold up, man.
Yo.
I'm not gonna take this light skinned nigga abuse from it. You ain't gonna try to abuse me on my own shit, man.
I'm just saying. If the viewers, they're not. Camden Yards is a beautiful stadium, man. Especially on a hot summer day, man. It's nice. But yeah, I was a Yankee fan when every time the Yankees played the Orioles, I was always root for the Orioles. The Yankees.
You say you support the Orioles. Thank you, brother.
No, man. Y'all had a good team like Sammy Sosa, like Brian Roberts, Melvin Mora. But I fell in love with like Joe Girardi and like Jason Giambi and Hideki Matsui, Ichiro. Xavier Nady.
You said chicken roll. What did you say?
Ezekiel Suzuki, it's like Ichiro Suzuki.
Oh, okay.
Hideki Matsui. They were just, that team, man. Mariano Rivera. You can't beat that team, man. So, but the Orioles, they've always, since I was in high school, they've always been freaking so bad. Like Orioles, they're so bad. That team some tickets for like $5 on cheap seats, man. Or not on cheap seats, on Ticketmaster, man. That's how bad they were. And I'm talking about $5 for like close third base seats, man. Like that's
how do you just like this is what I don't understand about you. Like how are you
everyone's gene?
How are you a Baltimore Raven fan, but you like the Yankees?
There's two different sports.
But I'm just saying it's still in the same area. You might as well support the whole Maryland.
I mean, so my dad was military, so we would always move. So we moved to Maryland 2 times. So the first time I was a kid, I was a little baby, but they won Super Bowl with Shannon Sharp against the Giants that year.
He was a baby. How old was you?
I was born in '98, so I was like what, at least 1 or 2, 3.
God damn.
And then we moved to Georgia. Then we moved back to Maryland. That's when we won in 2012 with.
I thought she was older than me, Jordan.
Dead ass, bro.
I thought you at least 35.
Nah, man, I'm 25 minus 10, bro. So how old are you, man? I mean, how old are you, bro? Like 30 something?
Yeah, I'm 31. You see the hairline? No, I'm 31, man.
31, bro? For real?
I'm gonna be 31. Yeah.
Man,
92,
like,
baby.
See the bald. See, you're my brother's age, bro. That's crazy. 92.
Yeah.
My brother was born in March, so.
Yeah, I got brothers old enough to be my dad. I got a brother that's 40-something.
Yeah, my brother's me and him are like 7 years apart. Man, that's crazy. So he was born in 92 too. But
and my dad was still shooting jump shots. I don't know why he want to have me at 37. That's another story.
He had you at 37?
Yeah, 37.
Jeez, man.
My dad old enough to be my grandpa. My dad's like 70 years old. So that's enough.
Man, props to your dad, man. Is he still around? Is he still living?
Yeah,
cool.
he's
Yeah.
You know, my dad's from the islands. West Indies.
Yeah, my dad's half Haitian, man. So that's we got a viewer, man. Give you Tagad Boom, man.
Hey, Boom, TDJ Boom. What's up with you?
What it do, man?
But yeah, man.
Like what days do you do your like Uncensored podcast? Like
I'm doing that tonight. Tonight.
Let me get on that shit, bro.
Oh sure, you can jump on it. It's gonna be a wild one.
Like what y'all talking about? Some crazy shit? Or what's this? What? Talk to me after the show, man.
But yeah, let me get out of here, man.
But no, like so the second time around we lived in Maryland. That's when we won Super Bowl with I guess the Harbaugh brothers. But I was probably gonna come at me for Duke and Alabama, man. Like
I don't mess with Dukies. You know what I mean? I really don't. I've never been really a college basketball guy.
College basketball, I feel like it's more fun because, like, obviously, the Currys of the NBA, they're gonna make their threes, but Duke.
I like to watch the woman game. Women college basketball, I'm into. Like Pat Summit. Mm-hmm. Pat Summit. I remember her pulling up into my school when I was a young boy. I was probably like a junior in high school. Looking at this girl because she was scoring a lot. The girl was like averaging like 20-something a game. Girl, back in the day, 2011, a girl averaging 20 and getting rebounds. You know what I mean? That was crazy back in the day. But anyway, she was recruiting her. I don't think that girl ended up playing basketball in college. But anyway, she was recruiting her, looking at her the game and stuff like that. I was like, damn. It just felt like she was gliding. You know what I mean? Because she had that college woman basketball in the chokehold. It was no Connecticut's when she was really dominating. She had a girl going like top picks, number 1, number 2.
Like Pat Summit as a coach.
Yeah. She had girls going like number 1 in the WNBA, stuff like that. Candace Parker. You know what I mean? Just let's go on and on. But you know what I mean? I like women college basketball.
Yeah, definitely with Caitlin Clark in there and Angela Reese. Mm-hmm. But like, I know this is like, well, it's not old, but how do you feel about the Angel Reese doing the ring thing to Caitlin Clark?
That's what they missing though. Like I'm with Shaq.
Like Angel Reese, she's black. She acting out of character. I'm like, bro, Caitlin Clark did the same shit to Haley Van Leash on Louisville when they're at the free throw line. She did the same shit to I like Caitlin Clark. She's good, but like. I don't want She
looked like she could be like a nurse at a corrections. You know what I mean? The correction jail.
Haley Van Lee?
No, Clark. She looked like she can be like a nurse at a corrections. You know what I mean? Jail or something like that.
Oh my god!
She got one of them faces. You would never think she would play basketball. Like
she had that dog in her though, man. She's good, man.
She had the dog in her, but I'm sorry to say, I hate to use the race card. God forgive me. But you seen all that speed, I say, yeah, they ain't gonna win. Ain't no way. You look at LSU roster compared to Iowa. They only had a couple mixed girls.
I think Haley just got transferred to LSU. She's playing with Andrew Reese.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, man. It had no way, man. Them girls were too slow in Iowa. It looked like they was walking in quicksand. There's no way they was going to beat them. They would have to get them girls in foul trouble for them to win, really. But Angela Reese is a monster.
Yeah, she's from Maryland too, right?
Straight out of Maryland. She's a monster.
I think she's from Frederick County, I think.
Yeah, she's a monster. But I just think, you know what I mean, the women game is more fun to watch. I wish they lowered the rim so women can dunk. That should be hard ass. You know what I mean? To cock that ball back, pause, and jam it in. You know what I mean?
I mean, they ain't no pause to cock back on a dunk, man. That's not.
You know what I mean? I know Adam 22 over here, but
shit, bro.
but
that's a good podcast topic, man. To talk about.
I already talked about it.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Before we get out of here, man, let the people know where Big J is going to be.
Yeah, man. So obviously you were just on the show earlier. Like I'm on YouTube. At the JJL Sports Talk Show. I'm gonna do more TikToks and reels and stuff, and so I can tease the show more. I like to call it. But yeah, I'm on here on Facebook too. The JJL Sports Talk group. You look up that. So basically, I was doing audio for quite a bit, but I stopped doing that. So I'm going straight video. So yeah, YouTube, JJL Sports Talk on YouTube. Then on Twitch. I do stream my games in there too, but I do stream my my podcast on there as well at JJL The Great 23. That's on Twitch. So yeah, I'm on there. So definitely I got the podcast merch on there. You know what I'm saying? That's on my show, or that's on my so you go to my Instagram, JJL_EXO, or my sports podcast page, JJL Sports Talk Show Instagram page. Click that link in my bio, that blue link, that link tree, and there's like the YouTube link. There's a podcast merch website. You get your shirts, your cups, sweatshirts that like this. I got the shirt as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's lit, man. It's lit. So,
but you know what I mean. Make sure you go check him out. Also, I'm coming out with my own cup line. It's called No Pullout. Come check out my cup line. Also, Plan Bs are still going for $25 in my hood.
What's the logo gonna be for the cup, man? Your bald ass head, like
you know what I mean. It's going. I might put a weekend CD with you, so you can sing jingle for it. But
pause.
You know what I mean? That's a hard pause. Pause. But y'all can check me out. Y'all can check me at 8 p.m. This I think the 8 p.m. Uncensored Rod Show. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. You know what I mean, for the people who watch this for sports. But you know why we do this. I might have to make a guest appearance, man. They call me the weekday, bro. The weekend's already taken. The weekday. You might be the week after. You know what I mean?
But the weekday might have to make an appearance tonight at 8 p.m., man. So
you know what I mean? So man, come check us out tonight. I'm having CL of Pussy Talk on there.
The Seattle what?
CL, my homegirl. She's gonna be on there.
You said Pussy?
You know what I mean? Yeah, Pussy Talk. You know what I mean? That's her name. But you know why we do midday sports? So we do it for the people, you know what I mean, the cultural people. We do it for the people in the trenches that, you know what I mean, still smoke backwood and Dutchess, you know what I mean, and sitting at the bus stop. That's why we do it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is not ESPN. It ain't never gonna be ESPN. You know what I mean? We do it for the people in the deep ends that's going there from rehab because they just got shut up because they said they called somebody a B. You know what I mean? That's what we do it for. You know what I mean? This has been another episode of Rod Uncensored. What you gotta say?
No. Who's gonna be on the show tonight? I mean, I might hop on, bro.
There's gonna be a couple of people. We talk off the line about that.
Okay.
Let me end the show. God damn, the week after. Why are you trying?
Yeah, I'm excited, bro.
Why, the dark? Yo, I'm playing you, kid. You sit back a little bit, man. You know what I mean? And it's been Raw Uncensored, and we out of here, man.
We out, baby. We out.
Let me get my music, man.